Deploying an EKS cluster on AWS with CDKTF. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Introduction to Amazon EKS Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service. EKS is a managed service that simplifies containerized applications deployment, management, and scalability using Kubernetes on AWS. EKS automates many complex tasks of managing Kubernetes, allowing developers to focus on building and deploying applications. What is Amazon EKS? Amazon EKS is a fully managed Kubernetes service that provides a scalable and highly available environment for deploying containerized applications. It eliminates the need to manage the Kubernetes control plane, enabling users to focus on deploying and managing their applications. Key features of Amazon EKS Managed Kubernetes Control Plane. EKS automatically manages the availability and scalability of the Kubernetes control plane. Integration with AWS services, seamless integration with other AWS services such as IAM, VPC, CloudWatch, and more. Security and compliance. Built-in security features, including IAM roles for service accounts, encryption, and compliance with various regulatory requirements. High availability. EKS runs across multiple AWS availability zones, ensuring high availability and fault tolerance. Scalability. Automatically scales the Kubernetes control plane and nodes to meet the demands of your applications. Prerequisites. Before setting up an EKS cluster using CDKTF, Cloud Development Kit for Terraform, ensure you have the following: an AWS account, AWS CLI installed and configured, Terraform installed, CDKTF installed, basic knowledge of Kubernetes and AWS VPC setup. To set up networking for your EKS cluster, you need a virtual private cloud, VPC, including subnets, route tables, and internet gateways. Import as CDKTF from CDKTF. Import VPC, subnet, route table association, internet gateway, security group rule, from /.gen/modules/VPC. Const VPC equals new VPC this, EKS VPC. Name, XVPC. CIDR, 10.0.0.016. OS S US West 2A, US West 2B. Public subnets, 10.0.1.024, 10.0.2.024. Private subnets, 10.0.3.024, 10.0.4.024. Enable DNS hostnames, true. Enable DNS support, true. Semicolon. Creating an EKS cluster using CDKTF. IAM role in security group creation. IAM roles and security groups are essential for controlling access and ensuring the security of your EKS cluster. Const x role equals new aws.im.role this, x role. Assume role policy, JSON.stringify. Version, October 17, 2012. Statement. Action, STS assume role. Principal, service, x.amazonoz.com. Effect, allow. SID, semicolon. Const x security group equals new aws.ec2.security group this, x security group. VPC ID, vpc.id. Description, EKS security group. Ingress. From port 443 to port 443. Protocol, TCP. CIDR blocks, 0.0.0.00 egress. From port 0 to port 0. Protocol, -1. CIDR blocks 0.0.0.00 semicolon. Building the EKS cluster. Const x cluster equals new aws.x.cluster this, x cluster. Name, my x cluster. Role arn, x role.arn. VPC config. Subnet IDs, vpc.private subnets.map subnet equals greater than subnet.id. Security group IDs, x security group.id semicolon. OIDTA provider. To enable IAM roles for Kubernetes service accounts, create an OIDAC provider. Const OIDKey provider equals new aws.im.openid connect provider this, OID provider. URL, https://oid.x.$aws.region. amazon.nas.com/id/$xcluster.identity.oid.issuer, client ID lists, sts.amazon.nas.com. Thumbprint lists, thumbprint semicolon. Waiting for the cluster to be ready. Deploy the CDKTF stack and wait for the EKS cluster to be fully provisioned and ready. CDKTF deploy. Conclusion. Setting up an Amazon EKS cluster with CDKTF streamlines the process, allowing you to easily leverage Kubernetes and AWS's power. Following this podcast, you can quickly set up a robust and scalable EKS environment ready to deploy your containerized applications. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.